Hey everybody, King Glad you're here. Just wanted to premise this video real quick where if you hear any kind of background noises or baby coos, I am sitting here with my daughter while I'm recording this, so just a heads up. Anyway, tonight, what I want to work on with you guys was the perfect scenario end board that Resonators can create. Now, the only 3 cards you need in reality are Crimson, Bone, and Lubellion, all in your opener. Thankfully, Crimson, you have about a bazillion ways to find it specifically. But, anyway, in this hand, those are the only 3 cards you will need. So let's just say, in a perfect world, we'll go ahead and get Called By, and we'll get Cross Out. So that way, we can just say we're playing through Disruptions. Anyway, let's begin. We will Special Summon Crimson. We will Normal Bone. Now we will tune these off in order to make Red Rising Dragon. Now here, we will Special Summon back the Crimson to field and use its effect to summon Soul and Vision. Now, at this point, you can get Nibiru'd pretty badly. However, because of the fact that A, you have the Lubellion, B, you have Bone Archfiend, and in this scenario, in the perfect world, we also have Cross-Out Designator. We could just banish one of our copies of Nibiru. Anyway, we will go ahead and use Soul's effect to summon out add to hand Synchron Resonator. Where are you, buddy? There you are. Add you to hand. Now, we'll summon it because we have Red Rising. We will tune off Soul and Red Rising for Abyss. And then we will Synchro one more time for Dissipator. Our kind of quintessential combo line here. Now, with Synchron, we will add back Soul to hand, and we will use the Bone Archfiend summon effect by sending off Soul. Now, we will go ahead and reduce Crimson's level to 1 by sending off the... Where's Overloop? Where are you, Overloop? Okay, Overloop to Graveyard. Now, we will go ahead and tune off the Bone with the Vision in order to make a second Red Rising. Now with this, Vision will go ahead and search for the Crimson Gaia, one of the 2 pieces of the end board here. Sorry, add that to hand. And we will use the Red Rising effect to actually bring back Synchron to field. Now, what we're going to do here is we will use Overloop's effect once in the graveyard to add itself to hand by banishing Abyss. Then we'll use this effect a second time from hand, banishing the Red Rising to summon itself. This is how we get into the Supernova line. Ba-bam, the big boy. Now, what we have here with Synchron going to the graveyard again, you can add back Vision to hand. Note, we have not special summoned Vision yet from hand. Really important. Now, with Dissipator, we will summon back Abyss to the field using its effect, and we will pitch the Lubellion to go ahead and add the Sereneer. Where are you, buddy? Now, with Sereneer to hand, we can go ahead and banish off basically anything. Honestly, you're probably best just banishing off, I don't know, Red Rising, let's just say, to summon Sereneer. Now, with that, we can also special summon Vision from hand because we have yet to summon it, and we control level 5 or higher Dark. Send these 2 off, and we will go ahead and make the man, the myth, the legend, Scarred. Now, with Sereneer's effect, we will send off the Branded Regained to graveyard. And because of that, we will now we're going to do this. Activate Crimson Gaia, search zone to field. Set it on the field. Okay, now from here, we will actually go ahead and tribute the Dissipator, funny enough, to bring out Lubellion to field. And use Lubellion to go ahead and add Branded Beast to the field. And voila, guys, you have the best possible end board that you can make with Resonators without needing to do anything extra. Because here's what happens at end phase. End phase activates the Branded Beast to bring back Regained. So let's just talk about what we end with here before we even hit the opponent's draw phase. Supernova, monster effect activates. You can banish everything on the field to response to that. Abyss is a targeted Omni Negate. You have Bystial Lubellion, which is really just a body at this point, but you can use it as fodder to send off with Branded Beast in order to use it as a tribute. You have Scarred on the field. Now this acts for 2 reasons. One, it makes Red Zone live because it counts as Red Dragon Archfiend. This means you have a responsive pop with Red Zone, and Red Zone has an additional effect without an RDA on field. You can just bring back one of the 2 Red Risings you currently have banished. The most important thing, however, is when your opponent summons anything, you just get Dispater right back to your field. So in this grip, you end on 3 of your boss dragons. You end on with a Lubellion, which is going to be in defense as a 3k body. You have Scarred, which floats into 3 dragons if it gets destroyed in any way. Or, I'm sorry, sent from the field to the graveyard in any way. Plus, you have Branded Beast as a pop by sending something that you can use as a way to also dodge negations. So let's just say, somebody decides to summon, Fenrir, for instance. And then they decide to go ahead and use Fenrir to target Abyss. You use Abyss to try and negate Fenrir. They activate, let's just say, Droplet. Send off Fenrir. You can use Beast to actually tribute your Abyss. Destroy Droplet. And your Abyss is going to actually be safe from the Fenrir, and they just wasted Fenrir and Droplet. On top of that, then you have Dispater live with a pop, or if your opponent happens to decide to be crazy and banish something, then you also have a negate. And you actually have 2 field wipes with Supernova, because Supernova banishes itself to wipe, Red Zone can just bring it back. Voila. And you still have 2 cards in hand. This is just an example of how powerful this deck can be when it really pops off. So don't underestimate it, guys. Study this video well. I hope that you guys will learn something from this list. This doesn't happen every game, guys. And let's just face it, it doesn't happen in 90% of games because Imperm, Valor, Ash, Nibiru, unfortunately really hurts this deck at individual choke points. So you just kind of have to get lucky and hope that you open pretty much Call By and Cross Out to make this field happen. Or you just get lucky and they open up all gas and no hand traps or interruptions. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and the combo list. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me and I will try to respond in a timely manner.